For some reason I feel like I look like I belong in aquamarine, but to be honest, I'm not mad about it. It's just not expected. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am sort of jumping on a trend here. I have seen people all over YouTube rating things such as their career, their favourite TV shows, their favourite movies, you name it, people have rated it. So I was like, you know what, we're going to jump on the bandwagon, and today I've got my laptop here and we are going to rate some things. We are going to rate my favourite chick flicks. Now, I say my favourite chick flicks, but I actually mean every chick flick I've ever watched, or that I could remember in this amount of time that I put this little thing together. So, I've got my laptop here, I've got all of the chick flicks, and I have got some different sectors as to how I'm going to rate them, and we'll see how they match up against each other. So, the categories go from Love is Real, which are my top favourite, would watch again, meh, so bad it's good, and then never watching again. So I'm really hoping on them going the never watching again section, but we'll see and see how I feel about these films, because it's been a long time since I've watched some of them. Alright, so the first chick flick is 10 Things I Hate About You. I do really like this film. It's not bad, it's really good, but I'm not sure that I would watch it again. So we're just going to go straight in, and we're going to put that in meh, because it's just, I'm not sure that it's a vibe, you know? I also just want to add before we go any further that not all of these are explicitly chick flicks, but have a little chick flicky moment in them. So they're not going to be like chick flicks, it could just be like a rom-com kind of thing. So we're just going to see how this goes. 13 going on 30. Now, I'm not really sure where to put this one. I think we actually call it Suddenly 30 in Australia, but it's not bad. I probably would watch it again, but not like, it's not something that I want to like go and put on right now. So that's also going to go in meh, because it's a good film, but it's just not one that I would reach for on the daily. The next one, I already know exactly where this is going, and it is The Duff, and that is going in so bad it's good. It is a good film, but it's so cheesy and I find it really hard to sit through, so we're just gonna pop it in that one, because chances are I probably wouldn't watch it that often, but if you just need like a really easy movie to watch, that's the one for you. Confessions of a Shopaholic, I would also put that in so bad it's good. It is a good film, but again, just not one that I reach for. It's just like, it's good, it just, I don't know, I really don't know how to explain it. I just like, I forget the storyline every time, to be honest with you, and the fact that I forget the storyline says a lot about the movie. I feel like this next one is going to be really controversial, but the next film is John Tucker Must Die. I am so in love with this film, it's ridiculous. So it is going in Love is Real. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, it's not really a chick flick, but it is just so entertaining to watch, and I absolutely adore it. So we're popping that up the top of the list because it is definitely a Mads fave. Now, if you know anything about me, you know that I'm obsessed with all things UK, I'm obsessed with British things, and coincidentally, I'm therefore obsessed with Angus thongs and perfect snogging. So without a doubt, that is going in my Love is Real category. It is my favourite film ever, obviously alongside like Harry Potter, but I'm absolutely obsessed with Angus thongs and perfect snogging. I could probably quote the entire film. I just adore the movie so much, and it is my top fave, so it's up there. Aquamarine, I mean, do I really need to say anything? Love is Real, honey. So the next movie is What a Girl Wants, and that is going in would watch again. It's not one of my favourites, but I do love and adore it, and Amanda Seyfried, I think that's her name. I feel really stupid if it's not. She plays such good characters, and she is like the best star in a lot of chick flick films. So she's up there. What makes a man reach out and touch? Ultra clutch. So if you're a redhead, a blonde, brunette, I would watch that again. The next film is like so fetch, and of course it is Mean Girls, and it is going in Love is Real. Now, it isn't the most chick flicky of films, but it is absolutely iconic and I love it. So top, up the top, baby. Mean Girls, you are the one. The next movie is Bride Wars. Now, I feel like this film is quite overwatched. I probably would watch it again, but only if I had to, and for that reason I'm going to put it in never watching again. It's a good film, it's just very overplayed and overwatched, and I'm just not the biggest fan of it. I'm so sorry if you really love the film, but that is going in my never watching again just because it's not really my thing. We're not even halfway through yet, so I'm going to do a quick speed round. So, A Cinderella Story. Do I even have to say it? Love is Real. It is the best of the Cinderella stories. I do also like the second one, Joey Parker, Hit Me Up, hot. But the first one is very iconic, so obviously up the top, Crazy Rich Asians. Now, putting that in never watching again, immediately I could not focus on the film. I was on my phone the whole time, so it's just going in never watching again. It just felt like it dragged on. It was a bit too long. It is a good film, and I recommend that you at least watch it once in your life, but I wouldn't watch it again. Clueless is going in Love is Real. Can you tell that chick flicks are my favourite genre? Clueless again is iconic, just like Mean Girls and John Tucker Must Die. They're just like unreal films, so of course they're up the top. The next film is Bring It On, and of course Bring It On is absolutely like an amazing series of films. So I'm going to pop it in would watch again because it isn't my favourite, but it's not like a meh film. It's like a good vibe, a good time, and I would watch it again. That's the truth. So it's going in there. Now this one is very controversial. It is the movie Step Up. And a lot of people would put this immediately up in the top because of course Step Up is an iconic film, but personally I don't really enjoy the first Step Up. I prefer some of the later ones, so I'm going to put it in meh because I would watch it, but it's just not something that I'd reach for, and I feel like this is gonna get so many controversial comments, so I'm really sorry, but it's just my opinion. You don't have to have the same opinion as me. Lady Bird. I'm so sorry, but that is going in never watching again. It is one of the most boring films I've ever watched in my life. I saw it in the cinema as well, so I had to sit through it, and I wanted so desperately to be on my phone. You have no idea. Obviously you're in a movie theatre, you can't have it on. I feel like the storyline was okay, it's just not my thing. The next film, Freaky Friday, is going to go in So Bad It's Good, just because I wouldn't really reach for it, but it is a good film, but it is so cheesy and also so like cringeworthy and like embarrassing, like literally makes my fingers go like ugh. So it's going to go in that section just because, I don't know, it just gives me strange vibes. The next movie, which again is not the most chick flicky, but is my favourite book that I've ever read, and therefore kind of has a high rating in my favourite movies, is Paper Towns by John Green, and I absolutely love it. Love Cara Delevingne, I think it's Nat Wolff in it as well. They're just great. So it's not my Love is Real because I do love the film, but Angus Thongs and Perfect Snogging will forever be my number one, but we're just going to put this in would watch again because I would. Raise Your Voice raises the bar, and so it is going right up the top in Love is Real. It is such a good film. Do I need to say more? If you haven't seen Raise Your Voice, have you been living under a rock? Go watch it now. It's literally insane. Literally pause this video, go watch Raise Your Voice, and then come back because it is such a good movie. She's the man. Need I say more? My favourite's Gouda. Now this next film broke my heart. It is one of the sadder chick flicks. I'm not going to give it away in case you haven't seen it, but because of that I probably wouldn't watch it again, but it's not a bad movie, so I'm going to put it in meh just because it's good. It's just like, it takes a lot of brain power to watch it, and that's not what I like in a chick flick. Now I know we all went hype over this film and everyone loved it at the time, but you have to admit that the kissing booth is so bad it's good. It is so cringy, so cheesy, so bad, but so popular. So it's down the bottom of my list, but I do enjoy it. It's like one of my guilty pleasures, but it's gonna go in so bad it's good just because that's what it is. It's so bad it's good, you know? So the next film is 27 Dresses. It's a classic film and I have watched it more than once. It's not a bad film, but I probably wouldn't reach for it again. So I'm gonna chuck it smack bang in the middle in meh, just because it's like, it's a good film, but again I think it's a little bit overplayed. I'm so going to get hate for that. And we are down to our final 3 movies. So the third last film that we have here is To All the Boys I've Loved Before, and I'm automatically taking it up the top because I do really love this film. I'm going to put it in Would Watch Again just because I think it is very cheesy and it is like quite popular, so quite overplayed, but it is a really good film, a really good feel-good film, and it's just easy to watch and put on in the background. The fact that it has a sequel to it as well is really good because if you just haven't had enough, you can watch a second one. And I have a feeling they're making a third one, so if you hadn't had enough after the second one, you can watch a third one, and then you're fully content. So I'm going to pop that in Would Watch Again. Now, this next movie is pretty much a meme at this point, but I do actually really enjoy it, and it is Twilight. So I feel like this is going to spark a lot of controversy, the fact that I'm putting it higher than some of these, but I'm going to put Twilight in the Met section because I do love it. It is one of my guilty pleasures, and I just watch it like on the low, you know. If I'm having a chill night, I'll watch it. I prefer the later films in the series, but you've got to watch it all the way through. So I'm going to put it in Meh because I reach for it every so often, wouldn't watch it all the time, wouldn't not watch it, but it's just like, it's so bad it's good, but it's better than bad. Like, I can't explain it. People are gonna hate me for this because I know it's like actually such a laugh and people like have memes about it, but you know what? Yeah, it's just gonna sit there. And if you haven't seen this next one, I do not know where you've been living, but the last film is Mamma Mia, and of course you couldn't put it anywhere else but in Love Is Real. It is the most feel-good movie ever. The music is incredible. Don't get me wrong, I do prefer the second film to the first one, which is a little bit controversial, but I just am obsessed with Mamma Mia. It is great. It is how I want my life to be, up in the Greek islands, listening to music and singing songs and partying, the fashion, everything. It's unreal. So of course that is going in Love Is Real. And this is my final ratings of all of the chick flicks that I've watched. This is not all of them, this is just all of them that I could remember. I'm sure there's plenty more. Feel free to comment your favourite chick flicks down below so that I can remember ones that I've watched. But probably going to spark a lot of controversy, but that's totally fine. This is just my opinion. Your opinion is allowed to be different, and that's totally okay. But yeah, that's how I'd rate my chick flicks. So I hope that you've enjoyed this video. It's a little bit different to what I normally do, but I was like, you know what? We're going to jump on the bandwagon and we're just going to give it a go and see. And it's probably going to spark a lot of controversy. Please don't come at me in the comments. But if you enjoyed it, please make sure to give a huge thumbs up, comment down below and subscribe for more content. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!